So I have a new player aid. It's available on BGG. That goes through, replaces the backside of all of the books. Yeah, he's fine. He's just dumb. I'm gonna need this and this, the book of Vantages. I'm gonna need my phone for the Rule Pop app. Not Vantage, Vantage.rulespop. Settings, screen wake lock on. Oh, the books off to the side. So the books have this flowchart on the back, which is really helpful, but I needed to add a couple more rules to it that I kept forgetting and that I have been playing wrong. So I did that over the weekend. But wait, today is Saturday. How much can you hear the 3D printer? Should I pause it? Yeah, in USA, it's a Pandasaurus. Here, it's from Elo. So take your cards out and put them in like this. Not like that. That's upside down. Put them in like this. Now, this isn't a 3D printed insert, but it's the exact same shape as the box. But so I don't have to I don't like having to rotate this box back and forth each time. So I printed an insert so that I can just take these out to grab the locations instead of back and forth. Oh, I'm putting them in upside down again. Oh, just this card's upside down. Okay. Bump, bumpity bop. Bop, boppity. Boppity, bippity, boppity boo. One of these. I don't need that, actually, because this is... What color do we want to play? Bombix. Elo is the Canadian distributor out of Montreal. And it's Pandasaurus in the United States. But it's still a Bombix game. I won't be purple? Oh, wait. Who's going to show up best on there? That's probably the real trick. Probably yellow. Let's go with yellow. You can't hear me at all, or you can't hear the printer at all? I'm going to double check my sound. Okay, we're good. And let's go to the wide table. Okay, so we get to have 8 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 2 per player. So it's 1 player. And then skill dice as needed. I'm going to start on 5, so I can get stuff. But I'm also really bad weakness. Actually, I'm going to switch this to the other side. Go, so that the challenge pool is easier to get to. And we've got our special dice over here. We've got our resources and our tokens, and we're ready to go. Morning, Heather. Thank you. This is from Game Toppers. I'm waiting on the latest Kickstarter. I got 2 more coming, as well as I also ordered the Luthier playmat, which is a more wood one. And that's the one I'm probably going to leave on my table all the time. But it's a little bit small because it's like a 5x3. So this just fits the camera angle. That one's going to have my regular table showing, so I'm not too sure how much I'm going to like it. And I might end up asking Game Toppers if I can switch one of my longer ones to the wood panel. But I might have already done that. This does look a little bit off. Let's turn it towards me. And it's a little high. And that's a little too high. There we go. Okie dokie. Cosmic, you saw my message, I see. We're now famous because Rado put us in his video. Okay, can I make the chat bigger? Oh, yeah, there we go. Activity small, chat big. There we go. There we go. Okay, and then refresh this. Only 11 viewers, huh? There's something up with BGG. You did not see the very hot guy on my Instagram. You did not see that at all. Needed to check my Slack. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. What else am I forgetting? Okay, we got the Rule Pop app. Okay, what color do you want to play? No, you can't. We got the whole rainbow. Vantage is very gay. See, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Do we want to be someone who is a mover, a looker, an engager, a taker, a fighter, or a helper? This is an iced coffee with pumpkin spice, 0 sugar, international delight in it. In my bow mug that you can get on my web store. Except you can't get this size because this size doesn't ship from Canada, so I turned off the 15-ounce version. I'm just gonna scroll back and chat. I think I missed some stuff. Yes, good morning, Kimma. Good morning, Cosmic. Bombix, Pandasaurus. Good morning, Blue Heather. Kimma is tired. I'm a little tired too. I woke up way too early. Don't worry if you missed the first 10 minutes. It was literally just the starting soon screen because I get the pre-roll ads out of the way before BGG comes on so that the BGG people don't get that weird thing. A late night nap. Whoopsies. Yeah, the wood one is going to look so nice. Heather. Do you want to be called my Blue Heather, or Heather? Super late night. Thanks, Kimma. Blue Heather, please. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so there is purple and there's blue in chat. So we're going to go with one of those two, which one rolls first. Yellow, blue. We're going to play blue. Nope, that's not our player card, though. What in the world? Oh, it's the cat. Which part is that? Oh, this one's number 1. Okay. Weeks after receiving a mysterious signal from the Traveler, your ship arrives in the orbit of an uncharted planet. Create the total challenge dice of pool equal to 8+2. Each player gains a different skill, select or randomize, and its matching character card. We got blue. And our matching character card is 1435. So we're going to look up 14. Oh, I'm in the wrong box. 1435. Okay. Place the card in the middle of our grid. Gain its when placed. We get 2 boost cubes. Anytime you gain boost cubes, they need to be placed on the card that it says. And I need to reprint this now that I got the dark blue back in because it's too tight. Okay, each player sets their time, morale, and health trackers to, I'm going to go 5 with practical. First player gains 2 skills at random and places them in their thing. So we are going to be going after another blue and green. So we really are going to be an explorer today, which I love because I love exploring. And blue and green, the green is 1582. That's going to be in this box here. See, I wish I liked Valheim, but the graphics are too ugly. Enshrouded, Kimma. You want to come on my Enshrouded server and see what we've been building there? 1582. Okay, so our mission, if you choose to accept it, is assemble a group of sentients. Have a total of at least 1 sentient plus 1 per player. So we need to have 2 sentients in grids or reserves. If you do, read 1582. In grids or reserves. Okay. Okay, now missions have a pivot, a research, a plead, and a hone. The pivot will let you change what you do for the mission. Go away, fly. I don't know what research does. Plead sounds like you're going to like try and make the mission easier instead of changing what you do with the mission. And who knows what hone does. Okay, and then everyone goes to location 001. So now we're going to pop on over to here. Okay, but it's fun. The red shard is not too much insta-die. Each player gains a different skill, select or randomize. Let's go with random again. Actually, we have purple in here. We're going to go with purple so that both blue and purple are represented today because we've got my blue Heather and Cosmic and Kimma are both on my stream as purple. So that is location 003. So we are going to be on location 3 here. Oh, ha, there you go. I was just about to zoom in, Cosmic. I'll put this here and this here. Okay, your escape pod seals tight, ejecting towards the planet in a completely different direction from the others. Gain 2 random skills and crash onto the matching location. Okay. We are crashing onto, double orange. That is a bad sign. Doubles are harder things. We're going to pop over to location 357. This just reminds me of the Rolodexes way back in the day. And then we're going to pop our character card into there. Okay. I've been here before. Oh, you know what? It's defaulting back to wide, though, and I need it to default back to zoom for this game, I think. Let me just go quickly change that. Now that I've got this set up, I can see where things need to be. What I'm going to do is just change the wide setting so that I don't have to go in and change all the streamer bot settings. Okay. What did you back the deluxe of, Kimma? Oh, right. I forgot they were making a board game of it. Can I get Vantage in the frame at all? Not really. Only if I do it. Oh. Crash, bang, boom. Only if I do it like this. Eh. Eh. Do any of these rulebooks say Vantage on them? This does. We'll do that instead. And go all the way over to the corner. You know what? I need to not watch the stream while I'm doing this so I can get it. There we go. A more instant view. There we go. That's going there. Okay. So we are already landed and we are suffering a heat damage. We can use boost to re-roll one of our challenge dice or transfer a reserve card into the grid. Okay, so that's not going to help us with the heat damage. So we are going to lose heat damage. So that one is, oh, there it is. If you suffer one heat, cold, or hypoxia, lose a health or both a time and a morale. Let's go with health. Ooh, Sweetlands. Yeah, I want to try that. Oh, shall see. I'm waiting on loot here. That's what I really want to play. Cosmic, you're going to have to come over when they come by. Okay, so a winged animal is protecting a steady stream of flame into an occupied building, nearly drowning out the sound of the roaring elemental to the south. Okay. So we could chase it, observe it, coax it, rescue it, catch it, or defend against it. We could go to location 356 or 358, or we can leave this area entirely. We could also master, buy, or equip, and we don't need to re-roll, and we only have one challenge die location. What would y'all like to do? I need storybooks. That's the button I need. Oh, you want Ringyo? Yeah. We've got a purple token. Oh, we've got 2 orange things. Yeah, let's try and coax it. So we're going to coax card 357. Oops, not 37. Story coax 357. That's going to cost 3. So let's spend these 2 tokens. And we will roll 1 challenge die because we have room for 1. Actually, we only have room for a move challenge die. If this is a star, we've got room for it. Okay, it's a setback. So that just goes in there. So we succeed. So we coax the animal over to you. The animal seems drawn to those in need. So you pretend to sob. Moments later, the animal is nuzzling against you with its warm, fuzzy palpus. Gain animal 814. Oh, we got ourselves a friend. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Oops, that's upside down. I got a lava fly. This makes my... Oh, you know what? I closed the box, and the box has the definitions on the side of it. See? So that will make our help actions and our... So we have help actions and move actions that we can get things for. The card is worth $2, and the animal will become loyal once we get 2 things on it, so we need to get it to help twice. Okay, so we did that. I have a purple token, so I'm going to try and master and see if I can upskill myself on anything. So we are going to master on card 1435. Master some survival skills. You may perform this action at most once per game, okay? And that's going to take 5, so we're going to roll 4 to see what survival skills that we can potentially master. Our star can go here. This goes here. Oops, set back to up there. And we suffer 1 morale trying to master. And so you master some skills that may help you to survive on this planet. Gain experience card 1454, 1 look and 1 overpower. 1454. Ah, I just had it and I dropped it. 1454. Okay, so we now have an overpower and a look action. So the only thing we're missing right now is an orange slot and an orange slot and a yellow slot. And we would be good to go. So I have gained some experience. If full at the end of your turn, you must lose this card and gain 1 overpower and 1 look. You may then replace your character. Oh, wow. Transfer their boosts with 1441. So I can upgrade my character. So over the game, I can place things here that are going to give me boosts. Oh, wow. If I'm doing a look action and I roll a setback, I can get a health. Okay, so that's really helpful, doing these actions that are on your card, which I had never done before. Yep, the Rolodex. Okay, well, what do you want to do next? Do you want to go depart or do you want to go adjacent to this card? That sounds like it's not level. Yeah, it's under extruding. This is a brand new firm. We're going to crank you up 10 more degrees. See if that will smooth things over. This is a brand new filament. I just tested it this morning. And it had looked like it was going to be okay at 27. But not quite. So we'll see if it resolves itself after that. It's an insert for the faraway box. It's about to fail. It's scratching on the tool head. 1454. Okay. We don't have any money, so we don't have to buy anything, and we don't have any equipment, so we don't need to equip. We don't need to re-roll any of our dice. So we're going to do this, this, and this. So let's pop over to 358 because I think that's on the no. We'll go to 356. So we'll roll for 1 move. It's nothing, and we're going to pop over to 356. Bird-like creatures glide on the soothing ocean breeze. We could swim, we could observe. We're going to observe to try and get that health back. Or we could overpower, we could target a bird. Now let's observe to see if we can get a health. Observe 356. It's a cost of 2, so we will roll the 2 because I want to try and get a setback. Oh, that cost me 2 time. Observe the disturbance in the water. As you watch, a massive tongue flicks out of the spiky circle and grabs a bird out of the air. You might be wise to distract the underwater creature before moving north. Gain 1 boost and 1 take. You may continue. So we get a take. Nope, that's an engage. This is a take. And we get a boost. And we may continue, so that means we can do another action on here. And it told me that I should distract. So let's go with the distract. So storybook, yellow, 356. That's going to take 3. So we'll roll 2 because we're getting low on things here. So distract whatever it is causing the water to spin. Okay, so that's a setback. And this is a time. We don't have anywhere to put time. Downstream from the waterfall, you reach into the water and make a big splash. As you do, the spinning spike disappears under the water, and you see a massive worm-like creature crash through the waterfall and disappear south. You have neutralized the dangerous sea centipede. Gain 1 morale and 1 move and continue. Okay, so we can do another action on here because it said continue. So we could swim, ask, relax, or target. Ooh, relax sounds like I might get some health or some time. What do y'all think? Or we've distracted the thing so we could swim, or we could depart north now that we've neutralized whatever threat it was that was in the water. Well, let's do the tempting thing then, because we have lots of move and we have a spot to put a move token. So we're going to swim in 356. Okay, it's going to cost 3. This will give me a boost, so I'm going to spend 2 so that I can at least get 1 thing to try and roll into here. Okay, we got 1 thing in here that gave me a boost. I can spend 2 of these to get a move token back, and I'll let's spend the other 2 again to get another move token back. Okay, choose 1 of the previous actions. Choose 1 based on previous actions. The sea centipede is no longer an obstacle. That is correct. You haven't neutralized the sea centipede. Nope. You haven't neutralized the sea centipede, and you don't. Okay, so the sea centipede is neutral. Go to 357 and gain 2 move. Oh, wow. Okay, well, we better get exploring. 357. Oh, wait. We're already back here. Suffer 1 heat damage. Do we need to do that again? If I re-enter a spot? I do believe I do. Pretty sure I do. Ouch. Even though I have the flaming bird. Now we've already done actions on this card. Oh, wait, not 357. I'm supposed to go to 375. Take that health back. And pop over to 375. A brightly colored sailboat approaches your position on the rocks. Ooh. We could hide, spy, hail, repair, hijack, or raid. Well, we want the alien creatures that are sentient. We know that. And we want to get them in our grid. So I think we should hail them. So storybooks, hail, a 357. That's going to cost not 357, 375. There we go. That's going to cost 2 dice, and we don't have 2 dice, so we get to refresh all of the dice. A setback goes here. A star, we have space for here. Okay, hail a ride from the boat's captain. The young couple aboard the ship is happy for the company. You may hitch a ride northwest to an old fort, northeast to some lava-covered lore stones, southwest to a burning building. Oh, that's 357. We've been there. or southwest to a piece of your spaceship's wreckage on 355. Ooh. Space wreckage or old fort? All right, let's do it. 355. Hi, Bo. I'll say hi in a second. Hold on. Close up. Come here, bud. Come say hi to Cosmic. He gave you treats. Up, up. Yeah, I got the ball. Yes. Yeah, oh, yeah, buddy. Good boy. No, good boy. No, good boy. Arr. Ready? That works. Bo is the bestest. What did we do? The Traveler has found us. So remember, the Traveler is the person who hailed our ship to this thing, and then our ship crashed. And so now the Traveler says, you'll be lucky if there's anything functional remaining in this part of your spaceship. The crystal crabs are the notorious scavengers in these parts. So for some reason, we can squeeze, we can search, consult, repair, salvage, and cleave. So I'm going to imagine cleaving is going after the crystal crabs. Squeezing looks like we're probably going to try and squeeze into the wreckage, and we have a lot of blue. Searching seems kind of obvious for what you would do with wreckage. Consult sounds like we would talk to the Traveler, and hopefully that would also result in a continue. Repair, I don't think there's any effort trying to repair, although we have this green spot here to make this lava fly loyal to us, because if we put a repair die on there, we'll get a boost token to try and make him more whatchamacallit. And if we do the cleave, we get some experience towards upgrading our character. And if we do this search, we could get a setback onto here to get us a health back. So I'm not sure. What do y'all think? Kima? Cosmic? My blue heather? I think the Twitch Stream Manager is now only counting and showing non-embedded viewers. We can squeeze, search, consult, repair, salvage, or cleave. And we have a lot of move tokens that would give us a boost to get more move tokens. If we did repair, we could start making our lava fly more loyal to us. And if we did cleave or search, we had the potential to gain some experience. Squeeze? Okay. 355. Okay, squeeze into the ship through a small hole in the side. We have a ton of these tokens. So we're just going to spend them. And so that's the 3 that we need. We don't need to roll any dice. The inside of the wreckage is in shambles, and you barely have enough room to turn around and move back outside. The good news is that the locker containing your power armor is still intact. The bad news is that you'll need to cleave the wreckage in half to get to it. Gain 1 boost and 1 overpower, and you may continue. Okay, well, sounds like we need to cleave now. Storybook, cleave, 355. Cleave the wreckage in half. That costs 6, so we're going to spend 2 and roll 4. And we have room for 1 of them here that will give us a boost to our experience. Okay, so the setback goes nowhere. We're going to put the time into here for the boost token. And then we're going to lose 2 morale. Because we've got some morale. We lost some morale trying to crash our ship apart. We didn't want to blast our ship apart. Sparks fly as you carve a large gash into the ship, revealing the precious cargo. Your power armor. You may replace your character with the corresponding card. I'm blue, so I need 1447. 1435 to 1447. 1435 to 1447. Oh my God, look at this. We've got some armor on now. Oh wait, I think it was player board, not, yeah, I did the wrong one. Transfer all boosts from your original character onto the new card. If you already have your power armor, instead gain 3 boosts. Okay, it didn't say transfer the dice. Oh, and we have a new spot, so anytime we do Trek, we have a thing. And we cannot master anymore. So if full at the end of a turn, you must lose this card and gain that, and you may replace your character with 1441. I'm going to assume that that stays on there. That is something else I did not put into my little cheat sheet. So let's see. Refresh any dice and return it. Nice. So we get that spot back. All right, so we got our power armor. I thought that was one of you giving me a sticker, but there is an alarm going off outside. Okay, we're coming up on an ad break. So I'm going to do that and plug in the speaker because it's about to die.
Chicken, banana, chicken, banana, banana, banana.
Okay, I can still hear everything when it's plugged in. So we did, ads are done in a minute. So how y'all doing that don't have ads? Let's see, Cosmic doesn't have ads. And I think it's just you, Cosmic. Yeah, it's just you, Cosmic. Everyone else has ads right now. There's cheese on my face. You're out of ads? Oh, weird. It says ad break ends in 12 seconds. Oh, you know what? Even though it's 3 minutes of ads, if there's some people that if there isn't that many ads available in your country, then it just doesn't do anything because they don't have any ads to show you. Also, because I'm not partner and I don't have a huge amount of viewers, they might not show a full 3 minutes of ads because they're like, well, I'm not going to give you a share of that money. Anyways, the Traveler was wrong. We squeezed in, found that there was armor in there. So we cleaved the wreckage apart and got our armor. And so now we have a second dice location. And anytime you replace a card, you get to refresh the dice. But now we only have a buy and an equip. We don't have a master anymore. Oh, and we ignore hypoxia damage. So we've got, we can breathe, I guess. Oh yeah, in the US, you should have had all 3 ads. Oh, some people don't get all the ads. Oh, good to know. Okay, so we could depart or we could head, we've done 356. So we could go to 374 or 354, or we could depart to somewhere new because we don't have any actions here to do. And we could also research our mission. There did seem to be something interesting on the other side of this card. So let's move to 354. Let's roll a die so we can get a boost token. We're going to move to 354. Let's look, there's a dinosaur-looking thing here. A broad petal pink flower thrives on the bank of this shallow stream, which flows from the cold mountains at your back. Yeah, but I was looking at that thing. Oh, and we've got a token. We've got a consume icon over here. So it looks like we can try and eat the flowers. And I don't see any runes anywhere else. Oh no, that's a rune. That's upside down. That's not to consume. But it looks like we could consume the flowers. We could pluck the flowers. We could craft. Don't cry, craft. We could whisper, smell, and stop to smell the flowers, or we could wander. Stop to smell the flowers, sounds good. Storybook, smell 354, nope, that's 7. Back up, 4. That's going to cost 2, so we'll use our token and it'll cost 1. It's a purple. If we get a set, actually, I'm not going to use the token because if we get a setback, we can get some a heart. We didn't get a setback, and we lose 2 health. Those were some really stinky flowers, Blue Heather. But the odor reminds you of formaldehyde, which makes you squirm a bit. That's hilarious, considering we lost 2 health. You're glad no one is around to see you. Gain 1 boost and continue. Okay, so we can do another action on this card because it said continue. So we can wander, whisper, craft, consume, and pluck. I imagine we shouldn't consume if it reminds us of formaldehyde. Yeah. We don't have a trek. I think we should craft and try and get our person loyal. So we're going to craft on 354. Because if it's formaldehyde, maybe this is going to give us some kind of weapon or poison. Craft a simple floral item with 2 dice. And one of them can go into there. So we're going to spend 1. I'm going to roll 1. Here's a star. It goes into here. It gives us a boost token on our lava fly. It only takes a few petals for you to create a pleasant novelty. We've created a pleasant novelty out of a formaldehyde smelling flower. Okay, sure. 1096. I feel like a librarian every time I do this. But we've got more spots. Oh, so anytime that we are on a leafy area, we can put a top tile here. And now we have an engaged spot. Good, we're getting a lot of spots for our dice mitigation. That's good, though we're really low on health. Don't worry, we'll just faint. We won't die. And so the leaf novelty, for 3 dice and a boost token, we can craft it into an advanced item, replacing it with poison arrows or a climbing carabiner. Oh, the climbing carabiner sounds cool. So we need to get a boost token on this so that we can craft that into a carabiner. Okay. We got 2 dice left before a refresh. So we should probably, we're done with all of those. We've been on 355. We could go up to 373 or we could depart. North? I like north too. 373. Not 373, 573. Right? Oh my gosh, does anybody know what card we were just on? 354. $373. Okay, that's where we're going. 373. Oh, we got closer to that dragony thingy. Good idea. Oh, and we're on a leafy area. So now we can put things here. A colossal animal grooms itself as you approach. Guide, observe, mimic, nurture, catch, hunt. I don't want to catch or hunt it. I could groom myself, potentially putting a time die on here so that we can turn this into a carabiner. And any die that we can do something on here. Anything that we go up here is going to give us a die. Guide. So I could guide the animal. Where am I going to guide the animal? Or I could observe. Oh, and there's another rune up here for overtake. Runes, I think, were bad. Yeah, I don't know what guide would do either, but we've got tokens. Let's do it. Storybook, guide, 373. Guide the animal to follow you. Okay. We're going to spend 2 tokens so that we only roll 1 die because we do not. Actually, nope. We're going to spend no tokens so that we refresh because there's 2 dice left and we need 3. So that's going to cause a refresh. And we are doing a green action, so we get to do that there. And these are 2 blank dice, but we don't get any things on there. Okay, so we guide the animal to follow you. With a playful splash of water and some chin scratches, the animal is eager to follow you. Gain animal 841. Well, we've just got a menagerie of people, don't we? 841. So that animal was a Blossom Hulk. Oh, wow. That Blossom Hulk has a lot of storage space, so we can now fit 3 extra cards off of our tableau. into our reserve, plus the one that we already could. Anytime that we do a nurture or a help action, so this help and this help will give us a boost, and then that animal will become loyal. Cool. So we've done a card action. We don't have any actions here yet. So we have to go to 374, 372, and we were on 354. Excuse me. I guess people don't want Vantage spoilers. There's very low viewers today. Or it's not counting embeds anymore. I'm going with it's not counting embeds because I think that's the amount of people that are in chat. Let's see. Twitch mod, 16 viewers. Oh, I think it only shows me that on the computer version, which is here. Users in chat. I can't scroll. I'm going with it's counting only people who are in chat. True, true. I gotta go grab the treats. I forgot to put them on the desk. Hey, Bobo. Want a treat? Oh, you were outside. Cosmic Redeemed giving you a treat. You come sit up? Nope, come sit, please. Show everybody your special trick. Sit. In the paw. Give me a kiss. Thank you. Goodbye. It's true. Yesterday was a very, oh wait, because it is an American long weekend too. It's not just a Canadian long weekend. Good point. Okay, 374 is on the back of this card, so that's easy. Let's just go there. We get a setback on a move. So we can put that there to get ourselves a boost token, because you can put setbacks and blank dice on cards. Oh, 374 is not on the back of that. 372 is. Well, let's go to 372 instead, because that was the back of the card. A babbling brook is dotted with lily pads. Oh, and then there's this little puzzle here. That's cool. So I feel like if we do assemble, because there's leap, there's leap, scan, greet, assemble, bathe, and slay. If we leap, I think we might get a puzzle that we need to solve that we have to do in this particular order here. Because there is a little tiny thing on here. Although I turned off autofocus, you might not be able to see this. Oh yeah, I did. Because the autofocus was going a little wonky. Bobo, stop barking at the neighbors. Hold on. Yeah, no barking at the neighbors, please. Up, up. Okay, are we going to leap or are we going to assemble? And he's like, oh, you're not giving me treats? Bye. Well, you go, Kimma. That's okay. I feel like leaping is going to get us into the puzzle. And once again, we are a blue person, so let's try and leap onto Oops, I closed Chrome. Storybook, move, or leap into 372. It's a 5 from one green lily pad to the next. Okay, so let's spend 3 and roll 2. A blank and a star. Okay. You safely reach the other side, avoiding any predators that may lurk in the water. Go north to 302. Boring. I thought we were going to have to solve a puzzle. Oh, but this looks interesting. The traveler is back. The mountain hosts several massive bird houses, each of which is home to hundreds of feathered creatures. Sneak, listen, hire, relax, steal, target. And it looks further north, there is some people. You know, I never would have guessed Blue Heather. We've got 2 things for animals and green for relaxing and sneaking. We're out of blue spots. Although if we sneak, it's not likely that we're going to lose. Well, actually, it's just the roll. It might be a high sneak, but let's go for it. Storybooks. Sneak. I'm a snake. Okay, it's only a 3. Sneak quietly into one of the buildings so as not to disturb the burbs. Okay, we so sneaky. I can't put the set back there, so those just go back there. But it did take us some time to sneak. You are surrounded by nests of various shapes, sizes, and compositions. Bowl, cavity, ground, platform, and even more unusual shapes. Of the birds inside, most are sleeping, though a few chirp at you. You pocket a few eggs and leave. Gain 12, 13. As you do, you see an exit directly through the mountain. You may go north to 307. 307. And then we're going to get item 1213. Oh, excuse me. You know what? I might 3D print little things in here that show the big numbers, like go up into an 11 and then 12. So I can just quickly pop down to the 12 area. 12, 13. We got an egg. Ooh, we can hatch the egg. Whenever you would suffer heat damage, also add boost to this card. If we put time on here, we're going to add a boost to the card. And if it's full, it's going to hatch randomly. Because that place was full of birds, we don't know which bird we're going to get. That was cool. Good job, Heather. And now we're on a new location. With a steep mountain at your back, a skeleton the size of an island is particularly is the island, just out of the shallow water. Oh, that's a climb. We haven't made our carabiner yet. That's a craft and a boost. We don't have the boost on this token yet. We need to do an orange to get a time. Commune. Sure. We're going to commune and try and get an orange die, an orange time die. Commune on 307. It's a 3. That's exactly 3. So we're going to get to reset after this as well. Commune with the beast's spirit. Yes, and we got a time. So we got our boost so that we can get a carabiner made. And those 2 go into there. Placing your hand on the skull, you breathe with intention. Eyes closed, the animal appears in your mind, staring at you with an intense calm. Choose one. Release the spirit or absorb the spirit. Ooh. That's a big spirit. I don't know what we should do, release or absorb. True, familiars do give us more dice space. So let's absorb the spirit. With acceptance, that's good. The animal steps forward into your mind. Gain ability 1487. Ooh, an ability. Oh, that's literally the start of the next box. 1487. We have got did I grab the right one? 1487. Okay, yep. Okay, so I guess that beast was good at foraging. So now we get a foraging ability. So for 3 dice of the take, we can forage on a location with nearby X, gain Y. Oh, okay. So with nearby trees, we can gain something here. With nearby water or ice, we can gain this card. And with nearby sand, we can gain this card. And nearby lava or fire, we can gain this card. That's cute. Oh, and there's a forage on here. Interesting. Okay, so we've got a steep mountain at your back, a skeleton the size of an island. It particularly is the island, jets out of the shallow water. Okay, so we're nearby water. So let's do this forage action. It costs 3 dice. That's going to refresh all of the dice. Oh, what just happened? Okay, it was just Twitch. My screen went blank. Okay, so now we're going to try and forage. So that takes 3, and these are yellow dice. So we can place them in this forage spot. Okay, so that goes there. That goes back, and then we'll put this here to put that there. Forage on a location with water and ice, gain 1183. 11, 81, 82, 83. Ignore heat damage if we spend a boost off of this card. Anytime we're in a water spot, we can place this card. When placed, it gets 3 boost tokens. So we already have some heat protection, even though we've already gone through the heat place. And we can craft into a more advanced item. Replace this with a ice digit or a water bag. Okay, well, that's 2 tokens that are green, and I would still love to get one of these creatures. So these are greens. That's a setback there. So we're going to put that there. And it's a setback, so we can do that. And we're going to put that there. So we can start getting these creatures to be loyal to us. And we're going to place this with a water bag because thematically we picked up water, but somehow we got ice out of there. So 857. Okay, so we've got a water bag. So if we spend a boost, we can put a thing on there. Oh, and then when placed, we gain 2 more, although we don't get to do that because it's the thing. Purify some natural water. If you're on a location with a visible source of water, fill this card with boosts. Okay, we've already got boosts. And so we can spend a boost to ignore heat damage, and we can spend a boost to put a heart on there. That is cool. Very nice. Okay, this is 1183. Okay. Very fun, very fun. Now this guy is loyal. Refreshes, that goes back to there. The animal is now loyal. You replace this with animal 815. 814 to 815. So now we have a build. This guy will help us build, and we still have our help dice space. When placed, he gets 1 boost. We had to spend the boost to upgrade him. And we can spend this to warm. Ignore all cold damage this turn. Okay, so we've got a ice damage mitigation, a heat damage mitigation, and a cold damage mitigation, and a hypoxia damage mitigation. We still haven't gained our experience, although this gives us 1441, and we have 1447, so I imagine that's better. We didn't suffer heat damage. We didn't put a die on there. This one needs 1 more there. Okay. We communed, so we can't do anything else on here. And we don't have any more stuff here. So I think we're left to move 306, 308, or depart to a whole new section of the island. I feel good because I feel like we need a change of scenery. Storybooks, depart from 307. Do you want to go north or south? South. South will be a hike. South around the mountain. That is 6 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if we can get some goodies out of these dice. So during our hike, it was rather taxing on our mental and physical health. So we can spend a water to put a heart here. We can, we're doing a blue action, so the other heart can go here. One of the stars can go here. And then I think we are just left with 1 star. We didn't have any time to hatch our egg. Yep, so we just suffer 1 star. With a swift start, you set around the mountain, and several colossal birdhouses come into view. Go to 302 and gain 1 morale. Girl, we were already there. Oh, but we gained our morale that we just lost, so. Okay, so we've already done an action on this card, so we're going to depart again. Depart 302. I imagine we should keep going south because I feel like if we go north, we're going right back to where we were. So we would wade south across the creek for 4 dice. That gets us to do a reset. Always good. While we were waiting, it got a little heartful. So we're going to put a heart on here. Oh, wait, no, this one's free because it's a blue action. We're going to put that back. Okay. Lose 1 health as the sharp fangs of a large fish tear at your leg. Go to 372. Girl, we've already been to 372 as well. Okay, these whole like departing things. Oh, okay, so these are events in order to move in that direction. So we kind of have to keep an idea of where we were. Okay, I thought they were going to like move us to completely new spaces. We basically just moved the hard way versus the easy way. And that took a health. Stupid fish. Okay, so 373. Have we been there? Yeah, we've been there. 371. We've not been there. We're going to 371. That was a move. That's a star. And we can place the star there. Okay. Several tall metal rods surround pink flowers in the stream. We can climb, smell, whisper, craft, consume, or pluck. Ooh, no, we're going to do this first to get a climbing carabiner. Because we do a 3 craft with 1 boost off of the card. Oh, sorry. Wow, ooh, nice. I'm directly challenged for sure. No, it's all going so wrong. Me too, live and learn. Craft. Yes, craft. And then we'll do that craft too. So first we do this craft. Lovecraft. And this is a green action. So you can go here and you can go here, giving us boost. So the Blossom Hulk becomes loyal, and the Lavafy has more actions to protect us from warmth. And we turn this into a climbing carabiner, 890. 890. Not the dog. Or did you slap a sticker? Oh, it was a fish. Yeah. There it is. There's the fish. Scared me. Okay, now we have a climbing carabiner so that we can climb on there. And that dice goes into there. Item, equipment. Craft a more advanced item, gaining a climbing harness or a snare cable. Cool. All right, let's climb on card 371. What's Mike saying with a lie? Oh, his own post, yeah. Storybook, climb, move on 371. Climb a pole, it costs 1. And we're gonna put it here anyways to get the boost because we're almost near a refresh, so it's okay to throw that on there. So now that we've got the things we need to turn that into a harness. Oh God, a jolt of electricity sends you sprawling back to shore. Suffer 1 heat damage and gain 1 boost. You may continue. Okay, so I get a boost, but the water bag, we can take a boost off to ignore 1 heat damage. Well, that hurt. I guess our climbing gear didn't help us. Wait, that was 371? I may continue. Okay, so I can do another action. Let's go back to crafting. Oh, wait, we forgot to upgrade our Hulk. This animal is now loyal. 842. I put that card back in the wrong spot. Okay, you go back to 841. 841, and you go back to 1096. When placed, it gets a boost. Ooh, we definitely want to keep crafting because boost tokens on the Blossom Hulk, we can spend 2 of these to ignore all heart dice and put them back on the center. That is cool. So let's craft on 371. We will craft a simple flora item. I feel like this is going to be the same bloody thing that we've already had. Okay, 1 goes here, 1 go. Oh, that's a build action. I can spend a heart to go here because otherwise we're going to die. And that gives a boost onto him. It only takes a few petals for you to create a pleasant novelty. Gain item 1096. We have 1096 already. I just put it back. Oh, look. We got some vines again. This time we can turn them into poison arrows, though. Okay, let's keep going this way. 370. That's literally just flipping over the card. And that was a move. Oh, we're out of dice. Yay! Nothing happens. But is there a move that we can give us ourselves anything? No. Oh, you know what? Let's boost token. Boost token. Not boost token, move token. Okay, a natural spring feeds into a creek. Okay, so we also need to purify. So we're going to roll 3 dice in order to refill our water bag. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And we got a time, which we can put on our egg to start getting our egg to hatch. And we have filled back up our water bag. Okay. Ooh, if we go fishing, we can get another cube onto here. We are out of space for things, though. And fishing is going to give us stuff. So we could wade, scan, inspire. You know what, if we scan and we get a setback, we get a heart. So let's try scanning. Storybooks, scan, 370. That'll be 3 dice. Yay, we get our heart. The waters to the east, are protected by metal rods, and there's a treasure chest to the south that intrigues you. Ooh. You can't look away, however, from the creepy elemental to the west. Gain 2 boost. Okay, so do we go to the treasure or do we go to the elemental? I'm going to refill my coffee. Body said, I have had too much cream. So we're going to go with a drink. Does the treasure have to go on the board? Normally, yes. But so would the elemental. Board Gaming Crew, it's a great solo game. It is not great multiplayer. It is an RPG video game turned into a card-driven board game. But it's still very enjoyable. Like if you just want to do something, you don't want to turn on a screen, but you want a video game feel, pull out Vantage. Because you also don't have to die. So when I die, I can just faint instead, roll some dice and get some life back into me. Well, it said I can't tear my eyes away, so let's go that way. 369. It costs a blue time. We can put that here. Yeah, we have nowhere else to put it. Tree 69. Ooh, whoa. That bit scary. So scary. Super zoom. You know, I'm going to zoom that in even further. I'll be right back. Oh, you voted for treasure. Okay, we'll go back into the treasure after. Super zoom. Super zoom. Wow. I can't really make it bigger. Can you even read that? Oh, what released today, Cosmic? Can you see the art? Because I'll read the card, but you won't. But if you could at least see the art. Okay. I'm okay with that. Because I'll read the card to you, and you just need to see the art. Yes, Vantage now is available online. You could only get it retail for a week. They did a retail embargo, or an online embargo. New Lorcana, Battle of Hoth. Oh, that's when it was coming out today. Because I just emailed them the other day. I'm like, when is that coming out? Okay, so 369. If this is your first visit here, lose 1 skill, then go to 350, 370, or 670. You witch, quite literally. Losing a skill. And we're going to go back to where we were, 370. And now we're going to depart 370. And we're going to go south to that treasure. Wade south across a stream. 3. That's the last of our dice. This is a blue action for a wade. We don't have anything, so we can spend this to put this into here. You're reminded of finding colorful rocks in a neighboring pond as a youth. Go to 351. A tower just out of the nearby riverbank. Juts out of the nearby riverbank. Scale, scan, transmit, craft, hack, and force. Okay, so I know from a previous play that if we transmit, we get to get a destiny of transmitting back to our homeworld. So let's transmit. And so we're going to need all of our dice back. Plus, that's an orange, so we can finally put something onto the accessory here. Let's zoom back out. You know, plus we're also, you know, on a like deserted planet, not a deserted planet, but thing. You know, 351. Transmit a signal to your homeworld. It costs 6 dice. Whew. But we got lots. We have a full board, so okay. Boop, boopity, boop, boopity, boop, boopity, boop, boopity. Wow, that was an impressive roll. Holy crap. And that's an orange. That only takes time. Okay, so this will go here because it's a die. So, the early days of basic training finally prove useful as you apply the fundamentals of radio signals to the tower. You tap into the tower's system to send a quick burst that your homeworld should recognize if anyone's listening. Your rescuers will need to triangulate the signal to find you. But this is a good start. Gain Destiny 1598 if you don't already have it. Either way, add 1 signal token to that Destiny. 1598. And what this Destiny is, because I've had this one before, is if you do 3 signals, you get the Destiny. And then so how that works is if you get a goal and a mission Destiny completed, you win the game in a better fashion than if you just complete your mission. 15, 98, 96, 97, 98. It is our destiny to transmit signals from 3 different towers. Keep track with tokens here. If you do, you may complete the destiny by reading 1598 in the Book of Secrets. Secret, secret, I've got a secret. Where did my rag go? I've also got a perpetually runny nose. Okay, we did that. So if we go further north, I see a box here, and it did tell us there was treasure to the south. Oh, but if we go north, what? Oh, there's that scan icon with the scan. We didn't do the scan. It told us treasure was in the south. I don't see no treasure. So I guess we'll keep going south and see what happens. Storybooks, deep heart, 351. To the south. Trudge. 4. South up a hillside covered in slushy snow. We're going from this to snow? Oh yeah, I guess you can see a little bit of ice here. Ooh, wow. We did not like going to the snow, did we? It's a setback. 1 heart for this. Actually, no, there's 2 hearts here, so we're going to use the Blossom Hulk to ignore all hearts. And then we just have a morale. Okay. As soon as the elevation rises, the green surroundings are covered by white. Go to 492. Super zoom. If you can safely slide down this steep, snowy hill, you'll find a reprieve from the frigid temperatures to the south. So if we keep going south, it'll get more frigid. If we go north, we're going back to that tower that we just came from. 491 and 493 are east and west. Or we could do this slide, that is a move action, which we don't have. We have a climb, a descend, and a scale. Thanks for the follow, Meeple. But Mike, you weren't following me already. Ugh. Shakuse. No, I'm kidding. Thank you. So do we want to keep going into the winter? We do have, oh, that's cold resistance. Yeah, we got 2 things of cold resistance on us. So I think we should keep going into the snow. So let's go to 491, because that's the back of this card. And that uses up another move, so that our next thing, actually we'll put that there, so that we can grab a, oops, player board, player board, player board. We're going to put this here to grab a boost token. And we're going to exchange these boost tokens for our skill tokens. Okay. And now we are heading on over to 490. Okay, I lied. We're going to go to 493 because that's what's on the back of this card. A glowing animal walks effortlessly towards you on top of the snowdrift, melting a path as it walks. Behind you is a levitating city tethered to its peak by thick cables. What? A glowing animal walks effortlessly towards you on top of the snowdrift, melting a path as it walks. Behind you is a levitating city tethered to this peak by thick cables. So if we go south, I imagine. But this animal we could guide, observe, coax, feed, catch, or hunt. Breakout is so far away. But sexy maids. That sounds like a Japanese game. Hey, Bobo. Ah, my gummy worm. We've got lots of blue, so I'm going to try to guide the animal. $4.93. Guide the animal down the mountain. Oh, I don't want to go down the mountain. And that costs 2. So that will refresh all the dice. And I have 1 move spot, so I'm going to use 1 die. It is a setback. We'll just put it back. Tanto Core. The animal creates a much easier path for you to follow than slipping down the snowy slope. Lose 1 curse or gain 1 morale. Yay! You may go north to 352. I may go north. I do not want to because I want to go south. Storybooks, depart, $4.93. Southbound, hopefully towards the city. 5, balance south into the city. So that's 2 tokens to make this 3. Nothing, nothing. Blue. Give us one of those. The cables are wide, but they're slick with ice. Gain ability 1501 and go to the city 521. Okay, ability 1501. I'm going to replace our forage with our balance. So that goes into the reserve. That would have to go away. Add or subtract boost from a card you control until it matches the quantity of boost on another card you control. Never overfill a card's boost capacity. Huh. Neat. Forage might be better to keep, actually. We'll put you in the reserve. Give me my boost back. You have to earn love to restore your house. Okay, so now we're going into the city at 521. Ooh, it's a vertical. My first vertical. Wrong one. The city of Spires buzzes with electric activity. You may perform multiple different actions here, 1 per turn. So we can enter this area, navigate the underbelly, trade. We don't have a lot of stuff though. Offer. Access. Some like restricted looking area there. Or duel. We found a fiery creature that blazed a path down the mountain, but then we decided to not go down the mountain, go up the mountain further into this city that is suspended by wires. And so now we're in this wire city, and we're allowed to do more than 1 action here because it is a vertical location card. So let's start by entering the city, I guess. Or if we enter, it's gonna, I don't know. Is that gonna take us away somewhere? 521. Enter the memory uploader shop for 3. Ba, ba, da, ba, da, ba, ba. Water. Okay. This memory uploader is a foreign concept to you. Choose one. Approach a sentient to discuss memory uploaders. Sell some of your memories. Well, we want to try and become friends with the sentients for this actual mission because we've not done anything with the sentients so far. Circuit sentients stay physically connected to their mainframe and to each other, if possible, but they return after unplugging. They upload what they learned. Gain 3 boosts. Bump, bump, bump. Okay. Well, I guess now we'll sell some of our memories. We gain $6. Okay, now we have money. So let's go and trade on 521. Trade with a crystal shop. It costs 1 and it's an orange. That only takes time, so that just goes there. The owner of the crystal shop is protective of their wares. It's clear that they are valuable to circuit sentients. Choose 1 or gain 1 boost. Pay $3 to gain a crystal. Sell a crystal. Sell from your inventory. Let's gain a crystal. That's $5. Get $2 back. Gain your choice of 1 crystal. Blue, purple, orange, green, yellow, or red. Well, we're a blue person, so let's get a blue crystal. That is $11.60. Pure azurite. A blue time can go here. We've really not been using the forage, so let's put the forage into the reserve, and then the reserve, we can have multiple cards in there because our blossom allows us to have 3 cards and our character allows us to have 1 card, so we got room for 4 cards in our reserve. Okay, so we've got a crystal. Now that we have a crystal, let's go and offer. Let's see if we can offer that crystal and get a sentient for this quest here. Offer on 521. Offer your assistance at a tech upgrade shop. 6 green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That causes a reset. 6. Oh, I may have electrocuted myself. Okay, we don't have anything here. We got 1 here for this heart. We're doing a green offer action. So you can go there for a boost. You can go here for a boost. And you go there and you go there. We survived. The tech upgrade shop is fully automated, so all you need to do is push a few buttons and place 1 item on the conveyor. Choose 1. Craft an item, improve your Og suit, build a new life for yourself in the city. Oh my God. Okay, we don't need to do a structure for this one. We're going to snooze the ad break so we can finish this out. I think we should improve our Og suit. Yep. My blue heather, we're on the same idea. Oh, we already have it. Replace your character with the corresponding card. Transfer all boosts from your character. If you already got it, and gain 3 boosts. Okay, we don't have room for 3 boosts, so spend 2 boosts to get a token. Spend 2 boosts to get a token. Put 1 more boost on there. Spend 2 more boosts to get a token. Okay, so we've done the shop. Let's craft an item. Gain the results of crafting or upgrading an item in your grid. Okay, so craft, we could do this one or this one. So do we want a climbing harness, a snare cable, and then we could get the carabiner, another carabiner. We can't do this one to get the carabiner, or we could get poison arrows. Oh, you can't actually see my board anymore, player board. So we get the result of a craft. So we can upgrade the climbing gear, or we can get poison arrows. Poison arrows, cool. So we get the result of a craft. So that's 14, 15. 14. Poison arrows. You may pay boost from this card to gain the benefit of a bow's before boost power. Then, if interacting with a sentient or animal, ignore challenge dice. Craft more advanced item, gain a long bow or a gadget rope. When placed, it gets 2 boost. Okay, well, we're going to do that right now. 4 dice to try and upgrade those arrows to a bow. Took us some time and some morale. And it's a green action. So here's the time. Our egg is getting closer to hatching. Here is a morale, and these can go back here. So we've upgraded the arrows that we just got as well directly to a longbow, a 956. We can't really use an our bow without it. Let me know if you die in Fate of the Fellowship. When placed, gain 3. It's got 3 shots in it, looks like. Before, reduce cost by 1. Okay, so 3 times I can make the attack or target action reduced by 1. Okay, at 14, 15 needs to go back. Are you playing it right now, or are you playing it on BGA? 1096 goes back. We got all the way to Mordor and lost on the last roll. And then we also lost by losing a haven, and then we also lost by, I forget what else. Okay, gain the result of crafting on your upgrading item. Okay, so now we can go. Oh, wait. You may perform multiple different actions here. Whoops, I technically just did offer twice. Well, not really, because we couldn't do anything with the AUG suit. We got the boost. Whatever, I did twice. I cheated a little, my game. Okay, so we've done enter, trade, offer. We can do access, duel, and navigate. Let's navigate. 521. Navigate the city. Navigate through the busy city toward a hackerspace. 2. Let's do that because then that's going to get our dice out of the way. This is a purple time. Nowhere to put it. We lose a time. Oh no, we died. Okay, so now we have to when any token reaches 0, read the mission entry in the Take storybook. Storybook, Take 1582. You traveled to this planet to gather a group of intergalactic friends, but you are exhausted. Choose one. If you completed your destiny, if you completed the mission, if you feel that you had a fair shot at this incomplete mission and it's time to move on, or if you feel that your ultimate demise happened far too soon, whether or not. Okay, so I'm going to pick the this one, where we have just died. Because it is already noon. So let's move on. And the air show is starting, so it's very loud outside. So, end the game. Taking the knowledge you've gained to use on future attempts. Ta-da! All right, so that was it. That was quite the adventure. Oh no, I knocked all of the things over. Where did the dice even go? You go in here. Oh, it's literally in front of my face. Oh, we need to load up that blue and get this printed because this is annoying me. We didn't roll the skill dice once except for setup. Oh, my things are all over the way. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Gotta keep it in rainbows. Yep, it's a roguelite. All you keep is your knowledge, so you go over it. But if you actually die, and you want to keep going, you roll the dice, and you just get that dice's stats. And you can do that as many times as you want. It does say one final chance, but it's like, it says in the rule book that you could do the one final chance multiple times. It's your game. And so I like to think of that more as fainting in a video game like this, because in these RPGs, if you die, I mean, you get to keep going. Your game doesn't restart unless you're playing a Scrolls game. So. Okay, 956. 4, 5, 6. 1160. Mike, a house rule that really helps with this speed is that when someone moves, that they can also then take an action. Instead of having to waste an entire turn just moving and describing the card, they can just take the action. Okay, we're going to snooze that ad again. So when you move, you get to move and do an action. There is a lot of downtime at multiplayer because it's literally just what you were playing solo times however many players you have, but you can have more spaces to put the dice on. 12, 13, which can actually screw other people over because they might need their spaces for what they wanted to do. But so you also always have to negotiate whether or not you use that space because that's the co-op aspect of it. 890. Hey, Bobo. Yes, I know, it's walk time. We're going to go soon. 890, 891, 889. No, not cards, but if you do manage to get to the same location, you can trade your money and you can trade your and you can use all of their spaces when you roll. 814, 815, 857, 1454. Oh, wrong back. $14.54, $8.42, yeah. $14.87. $15.01. $14.47. $15.98. I've been liking it solo a lot. Suitably confused. Yeah, there's like no player interaction came up besides you get to use their spots to throw your dice away. It is very much a solo multiplayer game. But also not even an interactive solo multiplayer. The interaction only comes through like the storytelling aspect. And so if you're not playing with storytellers, you're not having any interaction, period. Besides, hey, can you take this dice from me? Because I don't have a spot for it and I'll die. But then dying, you can just relive yourself. So you have to decide if you're going to, how you're going to do the fainting mechanic. Well, if you're going to do a death mechanic or if you're going to do a faint mechanic. 1582. $5.21. I just throw these in the front because I need them all the time. Oh, I guess they go in the back. Is there a proper place? Okay, which is the bottom of the box? This is the bottom of the box. Oh, damn heavy cards, heavy cards, heavy cards. Yeah, exactly. Mike, the discussion and exploration is the interaction aspect, which is completely fine. It's just like, I want people to know what they're getting into. Okay, I can't snooze this next coming ad. So we'll run it and raid. Get that 2 cents Twitch gives me. You know, I've never actually been paid by Twitch. It's just kind of, because you have to have like a $50 minimum payout. So not made $50 yet. But Cosmic keeps subscribing and giving me bits. Thanks, Cosmic. And he subscribed on my membership on my website. Like y'all can do too at boardgamesgames.com. And you can get bow merch. Mike, you weren't here when I did this, but I made a player aid of the flowchart.
Whatever.
Oh, cosmic. I did make the channel ones free if you go to the channel section. That's a different game. Vantage, 19,982 of 50,000.